What if I told you there are secrets about Pisces that can completely change the way you live and relate to the world? If you were born between February and March, this video will reveal profound truths about your personality that you may never have discovered. Pisces is one of the most complex and spiritual signs of the zodiac, but also one of the most misunderstood. Many Pisces live without realizing their full potential, missing out on incredible opportunities for personal and spiritual growth. Over the next few minutes, you'll discover 12 exclusive secrets about your sign that will explain behaviors that until now seemed meaningless. These aren't ordinary secrets you find anywhere. They're profound information, based on ancient astrological studies, that can transform your self-understanding. If you don't watch until the end, you may continue living without tapping into natural gifts that are already within you, waiting to be awakened. Prepare for a journey of self-discovery that will change your perspective on who you truly are. Secret 1. You have supernatural intuition. As a Pisces, you were born with a gift many envy, an intuition that borders on the supernatural. It's not just a hunch or a vague impression. It's a true ability to perceive energies, feelings, and situations before they even fully manifest. Your subconscious mind works like a supersensitive antenna, picking up signals that others don't even notice. How many times have you had a feeling something was going to happen, and then it actually happened? How many times have you felt someone was untrustworthy, even when everyone said otherwise, only to find out they were right? This is no coincidence. It's your Piscean nature at work. The problem is that many Pisces doubt this ability because our society values logic more than intuition. But your intuition is a divine gift that should be cultivated, not ignored. When you learn to trust these inner insights, your life changes dramatically. You start making better decisions, avoiding problematic situations, and connecting with the right people at the right time. Your intuition also functions as a natural protection system, alerting you to dangers or opportunities. To further develop this gift, practice moments of daily silence, observe your first thoughts upon waking, and write down your impressions of situations and people. Over time, you will see that your intuitive accuracy is impressive. Secret 2. Your sensitivity is your greatest strength. Many people see sensitivity as a weakness, but for Pisces, it represents your greatest strength and difference. You feel the world much more intensely than most. You can pick up on other people's emotions, perceive subtle changes in the environment, and connect deeply with their feelings. This extreme sensitivity makes you an extraordinarily empathetic and compassionate human being. While others need long explanations to understand an emotional situation, you've already grasped everything simply by observing. Your ability to put yourself in another person's shoes isn't just ordinary empathy. It's almost telepathic. You can sense when someone is sad, even if they're pretending to be fine. You sense tension in the air, even if no one is openly discussing it. This sensitivity also extends to environments and energies. You likely feel uncomfortable in places with heavy energy and renew yourself in calm, harmonious settings. The key is learning to use this sensitivity as a tool, not a burden. In relationships, your sensitivity allows for deep and genuine connections. At work, it helps you understand what people truly need. In spiritual life, it facilitates your connection with more subtle dimensions of existence. To protect your sensitivity, learn to create mental energetic barriers, choose your associates wisely, and set aside time to recharge in solitude. Secret 3. You have direct access to the spiritual world. Pisces is the zodiac sign most connected to the spiritual world. You possess a natural bridge between the material world and the higher dimensions of existence. This connection is not just a belief. It is a reality experienced daily through dreams, synchronicities, and mystical experiences. Your dreams are especially significant because they function as a direct channel of communication with your higher self and spiritual guides. Pay attention to the symbols, messages, and feelings that arise during sleep. You often receive important guidance through dreams that can help you make decisions in your waking life. Your natural spirituality also manifests through an intuitive understanding of profound mystical and philosophical concepts. While others need years of study to grasp certain spiritual truths, you absorb them naturally. You have a facility for practices such as meditation, prayer, visualization, and energy work. Your aura naturally attracts spiritual experiences, and people on the same evolutionary path. This happens because your ancient soul has already experienced many things in other dimensions and brought this wisdom into this incarnation. To further develop this connection, dedicate time daily to spiritual practices, keep a dream journal, seek knowledge about mystical topics that spark your curiosity, and trust the messages you receive through signs and synchronicities. Did you enjoy these revelations about Pisces? Then subscribe to the channel now and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any special content about your sign. And tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I want to know where my Pisces followers are around the world. Secret 4. Your creativity has no limits. Pisces creativity flows like an endless river, always finding new ways to express itself. You don't just possess artistic talent. You're a pure channel of universal creativity. Your imagination functions as a portal to dimensions where anything is possible, where ideas blossom like flowers in an infinite garden. This creativity isn't limited to traditional arts like painting or music. It manifests in the way you solve problems, decorate your home, dress, cook, or even in the unique way you communicate. Your Piscean mind doesn't follow conventional thought patterns. While others think in straight lines, you think in waves, spirals, and shapes yet to be invented. This is why you often have brilliant ideas that seem to come from nowhere. In fact, they stem from your natural connection with the universal creative field. Your creativity is also closely linked to your emotions. When you feel deeply, you create intensely. Moments of greatest inspiration coincide with periods of intense emotional experience, be it joy, melancholy, or passion. To nurture your creativity, allow yourself to daydream, explore different art forms even if you're not a professional artist, keep a notebook of ideas close at hand, and don't judge your creations. Remember, your creativity is a sacred gift that should be honored and shared with the world. Secret 5. You are a natural healer. Pisces possess an innate ability to heal that goes far beyond conventional medicine. You are a natural healer, capable of relieving the emotional, energetic, and even physical pain of those around you. Your presence alone has a calming and restorative effect. When someone is going through difficulties, they naturally seek your company because they feel you can offer the comfort they so desperately need. This healing ability doesn't happen just through words or advice. Your personal energy carries a therapeutic quality that works at the deepest levels of the being. You can transmit peace through your gaze, your touch, or simply your silent presence beside those who suffer. Often, you don't even realize how much you're helping because this process happens naturally and spontaneously. Your genuine compassion creates a safe energetic field where people feel free to express their vulnerabilities. You don't judge, you don't criticize, you simply embrace with unconditional love. This is one of the reasons so many people entrust their deepest secrets to you. To enhance your healing gift, study energy techniques, develop your empathic listening skills, and learn about medicinal plants or alternative therapies that resonate with you. Remember that healing others also requires you to stay energetically balanced, so practice self-care regularly. Secret 6. Your emotional memory is extraordinary. As a Pisces, you have an extraordinarily developed emotional memory. It's not just about remembering events, but about fully reliving the emotions associated with each past experience. When you recall a special moment, you don't just see the images, but relive all the sensations, smells, textures, and especially the feelings you experienced. This characteristic makes you deeply connected to your own history and the people who were part of it. You can remember exactly how you felt when you first met someone special, the taste of that cake your grandmother made, the feeling of the wind on your face during a moment of freedom in childhood. Your emotional memory also functions as an archive of experiences that influence your present decisions. When you encounter a situation similar to something you've already experienced, your emotional memory is immediately activated, providing valuable information on how to react. This may seem like excessive nostalgia to others, but it's actually a sophisticated way of processing experiences. However, it's important to learn to balance this connection with the past. Sometimes, your emotional memory can trap you in old patterns that no longer serve you. The secret is to use this capacity as wisdom, not as a prison. Honor your special memories, but don't let them stop you from creating new, equally meaningful experiences in the present. Secret 7. You feel the energies of places. One of the most striking characteristics of Pisces is the ability to sense the energies of environments immediately and intensely. You don't just enter a place. You absorb its energetic essence completely. In a matter of seconds, you know whether an environment is welcoming or hostile, whether it has positive or negative energy, whether it's a place where you can relax or need to be alert. This environmental energetic sensitivity occurs because your auric field is naturally more permeable and receptive. While others may take hours to perceive the atmosphere of a place, you grasp it instantly. A hospital can weigh you down even if you have no health problems. A church can deeply move you even if you're not religious. A house with constant fighting can cause you inexplicable anxiety. Likewise, places with high energy automatically renew and inspire you. You're naturally drawn to places near water, tranquil gardens, quiet libraries, or spiritual temples because these energies harmonize with your Piscean nature. To use this ability to your advantage, always trust your first impressions of places. If an environment makes you uncomfortable, there's a valid energetic reason. Seek to frequent places that nourish your soul and limit your time in environments that drain your energy. You can also use crystals, plants, or music to harmonize the spaces where you spend most of your time. Secret 8. You possess latent psychic gifts. Pisces are born with natural psychic abilities that often remain dormant due to lack of recognition or development. You may have experiences of clairvoyance, clairaudience, telepathy, or premonitions without even realizing they are manifestations of real psychic gifts. Perhaps you've thought of someone and they called you shortly afterward, or dreamed of situations that later occurred in real life. You may sense when someone close to you needs help, even from a distance. These are not coincidences. They are manifestations of your natural psychic gifts. Your Piscean mind operates on more subtle frequencies of reality, capturing information that doesn't pass through the traditional five senses. It's as if you have extra antennas tuned to channels invisible to most people. These gifts can manifest in different ways. Through prophetic dreams, visions during meditation, physical sensations that alert you to situations, inner voices that offer guidance, or simply knowledge that emerges out of nowhere about people or situations. To safely develop these gifts, start by observing and recording your unusual experiences. Practice meditation regularly, as it expands your psychic receptivity. Study energy protection to stay safe during your development. And remember, these gifts are sacred and should always be used to help, never to harm or manipulate. Secret 9. Your capacity for forgiveness is divine. Forgiveness is one of Pisces' most sublime characteristics, representing an almost divine ability to release resentment and offer second chances. You can forgive offenses that others would carry forever. Your compassionate nature understands that everyone makes mistakes, that people act out of unhealed wounds, and that forgiveness liberates both the forgiver and the forgiven. This ability is not born of weakness, as some might think, but of your deep spiritual wisdom. You intuitively understand that holding on to resentment is like carrying stones in your heart, weighing down every step of life's journey. When you forgive, you are not accepting inappropriate behavior. You are choosing emotional freedom. Your forgiveness also has a transformative quality. People who receive your genuine forgiveness often feel inspired to change because they feel the unconditional love behind your gesture. You can see beyond masks and defensive behaviors, seeing the pure essence that exists within every human being. However, it's important that your forgiveness be accompanied by wisdom. Forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean keeping toxic people in your life. You can forgive and still choose to protect yourself from further hurt. True forgiveness frees you from the past, but it doesn't force you to repeat the same patterns in the future. Your capacity for forgiveness is a gift to both you and the world. Secret 10. You are a bridge between worlds. As a Pisces, you function as a living bridge between different dimensions of existence. You don't live solely in the material, concrete world, but naturally transition between physical reality and the subtle realms of spirituality, dreams, imagination, and deep emotions. This characteristic makes you a natural translator between people who live solely in the practical world and those who inhabit higher dimensions of consciousness. You can explain complex spiritual concepts simply, make the abstract understandable, and help others expand their perception of reality. Your role as a bridge also manifests in relationships. You naturally bring different people together, harmonize conflicts, and find common ground where others see only differences. You have the ability to see all sides of a situation and help those involved understand each other. In your personal journey, this characteristic allows you to access resources that others cannot. You can seek guidance through dreams, receive inspiration through meditative practices, and find creative solutions by connecting with non-physical dimensions of reality. To honor your role as a bridge, accept that you are different from most, and that this difference is precious. Use your ability to help others expand their worldview, but also maintain balance so you don't get lost in the clutter. Secret 11. Your intuition for relationships is infallible. In matters of the heart, Pisces possesses a virtually infallible intuition. You can instantly sense whether two people are compatible, whether a relationship has a future, or whether someone is sincere in their romantic intentions. This ability goes far beyond superficial observation of behavior. You pick up on the subterranean emotional currents that flow between people, perceiving the energetic chemistry that exists or not between them. When you meet someone, you immediately sense whether they can become a true friend, a romantic partner, or whether you should keep your distance. Your relationship intuition also allows you to identify people who are going through difficult times, even when they try to hide it. You sense when someone needs company, when they're lying about being well, or when they're undergoing a significant internal transformation. This sensitivity makes you a natural advisor in matters of love. Friends often seek your opinion on relationships because they know you see beyond appearances. You can identify destructive patterns, warn of toxic relationships, and encourage genuine connections. To further trust this intuition, observe your first impressions of people and compare them with what you discover about them later. Keep a mental or written record of your initial perceptions. Over time, you will see that your accuracy in relational matters is impressive and should always be taken seriously. Secret 12. You carry ancient wisdom. The last and perhaps most profound secret about Pisces is that you carry within you an ancient wisdom that transcends your current life experience. As the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces represents the culmination of all the experiences and learnings of the previous signs. Your ancient soul has already undergone countless journeys and accumulated knowledge that is now available through your intuition. This wisdom manifests itself in many ways. You may have knowledge of subjects you've never studied, a deep understanding of distant or familiar cultures, a facility for learning ancient languages or ancient spiritual practices. Sometimes you know things without knowing how, certainties you can't explain logically. Your ancient wisdom also connects you with the natural cycles of life. You intuitively understand the rhythms of nature, the phases of the moon, the seasons of the human soul. You possess a natural grasp of the mysteries of existence that others take years to develop through study. This wisdom makes you a natural guide for people seeking answers to deep existential questions. To further access this wisdom, practice contemplative meditation, study ancient philosophies that resonate with you, trust the insights that arise spontaneously, and honor the knowledge that comes through dreams and visions. Your ancient wisdom is a sacred treasure that should be shared with humility and love. These 12 secrets reveal only a small portion of the richness and complexity that lies within every Pisces. You are an extraordinary being, endowed with capacities that transcend the ordinary. Your sensitivity, intuition, spirituality, and wisdom are divine gifts that should be celebrated, not hidden. The world needs your unique light, your healing capacity, your bridge between dimensions. When you fully embrace your Piscean nature, you not only transform your own life, but also profoundly touch the lives of everyone around you. Now that you know these secrets, the challenge is to consciously integrate them into your daily life. Trust your intuition, develop your gifts, use your sensitivity as a strength, connect with your spirituality, and share your wisdom with the world. Remember, you're not too sensitive. You are exactly as you need to be. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so now to receive more special content about your sign. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. And tell me in the comments, which of these secrets surprised you the most? Which one did you already know you had but never appreciated? Your journey of self-discovery is just beginning.